Finding Melody is a 1-hour-long presentation that we developed for 3rd to 6th graders. The goal is to teach kids how to listen to the string quartet, and as the name implies, this is done by learning how do you pick out a melody. The first thing we do is introduce the instruments. We show different techniques and we demonstrate what they can do.
Right, and over here we saw, can you do that with me? Here we go. Does anyone have one of these at home? Oh my gosh, there's so many animals here. We need to call the fire department.
Following that, we introduce the idea of simply listening to a melody.
We want you guys to hear what it sounds like when just 2 of us play. So let's start with the highest and the lowest instruments that we have in the quartet. We're going to listen to Jason on the violin. Jason's going to be playing a melody, so listen for that. And then Ryan on the cello is going to be playing something else. See if you can notice what he's doing.
Once we've done a few examples like this, we have them pick out a melody without us first telling them where it is.
So we're going to play, and you're going to see if you can hear who has the melody and when the 3 of us start playing the same thing. So there's a lot going on there with the 3 of us, right? We're all playing different things. Even though it's your first time hearing it, do any of you have an idea? Did Sandro have the melody or did Jason have the melody? Jason! Wow, you guys are really good. That's excellent. Yes, and that's tricky because Sandro is playing other things that could maybe be thought of as a melody on top of that.
This leads us to the first set piece of the presentation, which we find very important to make interactive. The idea is to get the kids to practice picking out a melody. For this, I wrote a short piece that passes the melody between the 4 of us, and every time someone has the melody, they stand to make it really obvious. Next, we divide the kids into 4 groups and have each group stand with the instrument to which they've been assigned. This allows them to associate listening to the melody with a physical gesture, and of course, it's just fun for them. After a few run-throughs like this, the kids stand on their own while we just play. It always amazes us how many of the kids really nail this. The final section of the presentation is also interactive and has us essentially getting the kids to listen to more than one thing at once. The first step of this is having everyone simply clap with Jason.
Wow, guys, that is excellent musicianship on your guys' part to be able to do that.
To that, we add Ryan showing the dynamic level of the clapping. We have them do just the dynamic first. Then we combine Jason showing rhythm and Ryan directing dynamic level. Lastly, we add Sandro demonstrating where to be clapping, and of course eventually have the kids work with all 3 elements at once. We always finish by performing an entire movement of a quartet so the kids can practice listening one last time with us, but on a slightly larger scale. This presentation is crafted to be a teaching tool, but at the end of the day, what's really important to us is that the kids have spent an hour with the string quartet and are walking away happy and excited.